Yeah, thank you very much for your question. But before I would answer your question, I don't want us to fail to give me my dues here because everyone is just silent about this whole. I'm not.
What
Yeah.
do is that? What have you done
So
that is
so
special
no,
that we're
I
not aware?
no 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 no. I need my dues because
What? Tell us.
I predicted this game.
I,
I
yeah.
called. I told
Why is
you. I
it to
said
me clapping?
remember. No no no. I said remember the name Due. I told you. I said this boy
You
is going to
He called
announce
you, so
himself
he
in
deserves it.
this game. So and
Nobody
I
knew
also
that Due
told.
was going to shine against
No,
a
no,
lazy
no.
and
Yes,
a
I
No.
weak
told
Inter
you.
Milan
And
old leg now.
in proper Arsenal fashion, in proper Arsenal fashion, Dami failed to woefully, predicted a win. In fact, he said PSG was an overrated team.
That
So
doesn't take the fact away that they're
Yes, I
no,
remember
overrated.
that.
Everybody knew they were going to have an easy
you
ride over
can't
Inter
run
Milan.
away. No, you can't run
It
away
was
from
an
your
easy.
words. You said PSG was the most overrated team in this
Competition.
Champions League, and
That's
in
not far
yeah
from
yeah
the
yeah,
truth.
and you said
That's
Inter
not,
will definitely win.
that was
So
just bant.
no, so you have egg on your face today now. So but
I take it. I take it.
I just
Next
want to
time, the
pat
monitor should
myself.
ask questions properly.
Yeah, I just want to pat myself on the back. But to your question, I think it's a mixture. So yes, Enrique has built a team like it's a well-oiled machine, but he couldn't have done it without spending some good money. Because if you look like the likes of how do you pronounce his name? Varaskelia, he came in for how much was it 70 million or so?
Yeah, but 70
70
million
million, yeah.
euros.
Yeah, Dembele came in for 50 to 60 million, I think.
Dembele was sold on the cheap from Barca, so it was 50 million euros at the time.
60 million. 60 million is not cheap.
Not cheap.
Vitinha, how much was Vitinha
Must be
from
45 or
Porto?
50 million. It wasn't that expensive, but 45 or 50 million euros.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
mean,
but
19-year-old João Neves for 50 million also.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And if we even look at Donnarumma, how much? No, Donnarumma came on a free, right?
Donnarumma was free. Yes, Donnarumma was free.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is it's a mixture because you have a very young team with players from the academy. It's just that team is just the perfect blend. That's what you want: experience,
Yeah, I agree.
youth, like. And talking about that Vitinha, he was in Wolves some seasons ago, and he couldn't even make it in the Premier League. He had to go
Mm-hmm.
back to Porto before going to PSG. So we have to give Enrique credit there because you can see that he has done a lot of work. And if you look at the beginning of this season, PSG were struggling, especially in the Champions League. They were struggling. I think they lost their first three games or so, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
it was 1-0 against Girona, so we won the first match, and then
And
it
then they
was
lost,
we lost to Bayern and Atleti, and then I think we
and
drew
then
with Bayern.
Arsenal,
Oh, sorry, we
and
lost.
then you lost to Arsenal as well.
Yes. So we lost those three games, and then we're basically
Yeah.
hanging by a thread.
So it was. You could tell that it was like a work in progress at the time, but it all clicked at the right time. It all clicked at the right time. So we can't say for this is a bot team, but we can not then say it is just all uh 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 a creation of a machine. Money was spent, but it was done very well. I think this is a model for every club to follow.
Yeah. So let's look at the key moments of this game. This game, the game started off pretty much how most of us expected, right? But I don't think any of us realized that we're going to have a 5 goal thriller and 5 goals to one side. So in the 12 minutes, PSG came guns blazing. In fact, you could see their intention from the kickoff when they pretty much took it long to diagonal to the Inter half and pressed them at that point for a throw, right? So in the 12 minutes, Hakimi scored. Dewey scored in the 18th minute, so 6 minutes after that first goal. And at that point, I'm sure we all thought, yeah,
It
surely
was
it's
over.
over. Yeah, considering how the game was going. Now, I'd ask, okay, so just to run us through it, Hakimi scored. Dewey scored 2 goals. He scored in the 18th and 63rd minutes. And Kvichas Australia scored in the 74th minute. And Mailu scored in the 86th minute, pretty much to seal a fantastic performance on the day. Rotimi, which goal was your favorite and why?
I predicted Kvaratskhelia goal. So yes, that was my favorite. I think I like the fact that what's his name, Dembele was as unselfish as they come. I think he did like a small backflip and then sent it to Vitinha, and then Vitinha basically played the ball, and then Kvaratskhelia timed his run to perfection, moved, and then basically was able to like just displace Jan Sommer and then slot the goal. So that has to be my, what do you call it? It has to be my best goal.
Favorite
And
goal.
speaking of Kvaratskhelia, the game I think was at 4-0 or so, and he was still running back and was still hustling, and it was
Yeah.
just a fantastic performance from the whole side. Everybody was focused. They did not give Inter an inch the whole 90 minutes. And then, I mean, it was also very well refereed in the sense that at the 90th minute on the dot, the referee just said, so you know what, let me put these people out of their misery. And then he blew the whistle. There was no extra time. So, I mean, if I had to pick a goal, it has to be the Kvaratskhelia goal. Obviously, I mean, what Desiree Doué did was fantastic, but no, for me, it's Kvaratskhelia.